gets dirty.
The first album was created pretty much during the first tour. The community, we raised funds, the community.
In Eugene.
Bought a 67 Greyhound tour bus. So we go down all the way through LA, everywhere, do all these shows, and we pretty much freestyled every show, every song, and created the songs that we play now during that time.
Why do we do what we do? Because if we don't, we'll go crazy.
That's the truth.
We have to get out of our hometown. We're too creative not to.
The boys in the woods are always hard. We don't mow our shit, we straight grow our yards. We don't mow our shit, we straight grow our yards. We don't mow our shit, we straight. Rudiments, sediments, settling, meddling. Deep this drama, I got bricks upon my pressure points. Shatter them, ravel them, out my moves and travel them. Roll the dice, organize, not too hard, visualize. My surprise, invisible eyes got everybody slipping. Life's this game of inches and my spaceship windows tinted. Running along at a rapid pace to the heartbeat of this.
So it's a collaborative effort to play the songs. Some of them are coming from me and some of them are coming from Sage. And on top of that, I also, I add, melodic samples, I scratch percussive stuff, and I just kind of, I'm like the guacamole on top of the nachos.
Became like, wait, it's not you, it's we. So then the we tribe became what's real, like then it was like, because like that's my thing. I want to be part of a movement, not just in a band. I'm 42 years old. I've been doing this shit for over 20 years. So for me to be into it, I have a family, to get out there and do it, it's got to be about something. You know what I mean? It's got to be beyond me, beyond you. It's got to be we, so it's like, it's sick. It's like when you're part of something like that, you just got to do it.
This is a verse to make you a believer, to set a goal and achieve it. I'm just a kid from Eugene, but I got this band still. Nothing on this earth is for certain, and so I'm hustling and working it for my purpose. My purpose is to be illuminating all the art that's around me. Money is shifting, evaporating, and purging when it distills. Sit back and let us take you and mold you, and then gingerly fold you into this live band vibe, cause it's real. Like, matters not the haters, the chatter. My soul used to be tattered. I only care when it mattered. That wasn't until my brothers gathered, circled around me, and told me, kill my homie.
Connected inherently as human beings anyway, so it's kind of important that we're just expressing that musically.
Word.
Right? Like, we're all brothers and sisters anyway, just like the further apart people are from each other, the more tension that distance creates. Mm-hmm. And the closer you get together. Like, have you ever been like enemies with somebody that you've never really met before? And then you get in a room with them for 10 minutes, you're like, oh man, I didn't think you were whack either. So that kind of separation is really kind of a problem in this world. Like,
well, I think one, just the name itself, we tribe, like we are all one. We're one human race, and any separation of in any way is just silly, So like that's kind of like a concept that we're trying to run with and feel, because we do feel it.
I think we're trying to broaden people's minds a little bit with the idea, just the general overall idea of what's going on. So it's not like, hey, there's a show, these guys are gonna play this and that. It's just like there's a gathering. Because a lot of what's the way music is evolving, it seems to be that it's not as much about the music as it is about the people there in the room during the show. And you see a lot of like massive gatherings for certain groups and musicians, and it's like, are you going to this show? It's like an event, kind of like The Dead, String Cheese, Widespread Panic, that people go there because they want to be around like-minded people, usually. So that's kind of the idea with like expressing that. But it's just like, it's also kind of like what you make it to, If you're coming to see the show, then you'll find yourself in a hip-hop scenario, but nobody's fighting. We don't have that kind of stuff happen.
All right. Get down. She like. Special, babe, but you mess with him too, and you flirt with him 3. So why you fucking with me? Whoa, I thought I was
we're just making up everything we're doing as we go based upon the loose guidelines of people from other places, because there isn't really a guideline for a Eugene hip-hop group.
So 541 was this company out of Bend, a clothing company, and they were all about like feeding hungry families, working with the Oregon food banks. And so we collabed with them, and basically every time we would sell an album or any of their merch or whatever, it would feed 5 families. So like our proceeds, like every time we sold an album, part of that would always go there. So I think we're like 3,000 to 5,000 families got. I mean, it's just like, oh, like that's heart medicine, you know, that's real We Try right there, you know, like. So, you know, it's about finding those kind of things and connecting and collaborating, you know, with companies, people, whoever are interested in that kind of thing where it's helping. It's not just, you know, you don't make money off of that. You know, it's not about an ego or you or anything. It's just like you got the love, and man, people love it. I mean, like when you say that, so many people come up to buy more album. They'll buy multiple just to help, you know, so it's like really special, you know?
That's proof. That you can be anything that you want to. All you gotta do is think. You can be anything that you want in the garden of your mind. And it's good to be curious about everything. You can be anything that you want in the garden of your mind. The garden of your mind. The garden of your mind.
Eat GMO free. Eat GMO free.
Want your domination. We don't need your food control. Fuck Monsanto and their free seeds, yeah. Leave our food alone.
I gotta ask about Superhuman.
Okay.
That song is off the chains. I gotta say I love that song. That's the first song I was introduced to. Tell me a little bit about that song.
That was our first song. That was actually him and I getting together. And just
I went to his house to ask him if he helped me mix my drums better, because I didn't. And he's like, fuck that. He's like, you can have any beat you want, dude. I want to help you push what you're saying, and like, let's build something. And I was like, wow. And he showed me some beats, and I was like, show me that one. And it's obviously just massive crush effects. So I went home and I just wrote it.
This is a call to arms. We must combat the hatred, the greed and evils that incorporate this earthly matrix. This is a call to heads that are building for the future. We live organic culture, we open source computers. This is a call to heads running that hustle love until they finally get the proper funding. This is a call to hearts with passion and awareness that meditate on happiness and stay away from careless. They call it superhuman, and I was born to do it. The sun and moon illumines, I reflect what I'm into it. To be a superhuman means more than bulletproofing.
I could have done that night. Now I would have sent it to him, but he was so fucking caveman. He didn't even have an iPhone, internet, nothing. He was living out in the
way old school.
Out in the country with like about 2,000 hand-picked rocks from creeks, and you would everywhere. And I was just like, this guy's insane. And I go to his little studio and it's just banging, and he's got light. It's just like a spaceship, and it's just crushing. And it's all the sound that he has in his ASR 10 is something like, you know how when you work on something, you develop a skill, like Dorian with his stand-up bass, or you know, him on his ASR 10, or like anybody like working on like me and my vocals, or just trying to be better at something and spending the 10,000 hours to become really good at something, or Michael K with his lyrics and whatever. It's like when all that stuff comes out and you can see it when somebody's put everything in and sacrificed all for it, and it's just like cool to be around people like that. And I think that's also a pretty crucial ingredient in what we're doing, is like everybody on stage just put everything in. So
gamble are we riding? I can't distinguish who is doing what up in this lighting. It's too dark. Only way to motivate is through art, then through art. Expression speaking, gather strength to bend bars and free light. Enter inside of the city corner where the drug dealing youth have replaced the street performer. But why? I can tell you, but you might not understand. Even if the evidence was sitting in my hand and I rank it stunk like all the farm doings they got brewing in the opal pie hung up on the spit.
I thought it was like we were very professional, and I think that we executed a lot of time professionally. And to me, honestly, that's how I see shit sometimes. So for me, that's my first takeaway.
Time well spent.
It's definitely a different kind of battle doing a 1 hour show as opposed to a 3 hour all night show where you have all the time in the world to build the energy and build the rapport with the audience and work them up into a state of sort of ecstasy, I guess, is the goal.
So I want to speak real quick about this whole we thing and the fact that right now we're in a point in time in which we have a force that is potentially the most divisive force in our particular society that has ever been. And this idea of the we and the tribe, the goal is for the tribe to be worldwide. The tribe is universal. The tribe is everybody. But until we can get to that end goal of a universal tribe, you have to connect with your people. And in order to discover who your people are, you have to build relationships and you have to put out energy. And one form of that energy is the music. So when you have We Tribe music that puts out the energy with the intention to connect with the people and build unity, to eventually expand to a universal worldwide unity, that is the language of music. The language of music is the language of freedom, of unity, of liberation, of transcendence. We don't know any other way. There's no words that can do it. And so the purpose of making that available to people and the people learn to translate it by coming together and feeling good, that's the We Tribe.
Yeah.
It's native, you know, like we're all native.
Native Earthlings.